200 logs are stacked in the following manner. So what are logs? Cut down wood, which branch and everything, they cut it all together down and they stack it. So this is your set of logs. There are 200 of them. So they're stacked in a way wherein we have 20 logs in the bottom. So my diagram is incomplete. So we're looking at 20 logs in the bottom, 19 in the next row. So what they mean is they're stacking it up, right? Something like this. So there are 19 of them. Then there are 18 of them. Then there are 17, right? So on and so forth. In how many rows are the 200 logs placed and how many logs are there in the top? So they want two things. One is how many such rows are there? And what is the number of logs at the top? Is it a single one? Are you looking at a proper triangle shape? Generally, it's not. So there will be like around 7 or I don't know, let me not guess. But yeah, it won't be like a stacked. Generally, it's not. It's not easy to tie it up. So yes, we need two things to be found over here. So first thing is you guys can pause and try to work out what is given and things. So the AP will be, think about it, quite simple. 20, 19, 18, and we have some set of logs at the top. Next we have the first term is 20. Common difference is 19 minus 20 is minus 1. Then we are looking at 200 logs, right? We're looking at 200 logs. So that's where you have Sn is equal to 200. You have to find N and An. Okay. So now it's quite simple. We'll begin with finding N because if we find N, then we'll be able to find An. So we are looking at calculating A of, sorry, not A of N. So I'm using shortcuts. That's better. So to do so, what can we use? Sn. Sn is equal to N by 2. And what formula will suit this? 2A plus N minus 1 into D. Right? This is the formula which will suit it. So we know Sn, that is 200. N we don't know, N by 2. 2 into 20 plus N, again we don't know. Common difference is negative 1. So there's nothing that 2 can do over here. So I'll transpose it. So we have 400 is equal to N into 40 minus N plus 1. So this is basically 40 plus 1 is 41 minus N into N. So we have 400 is equal to 41N minus N square. So we'll rearrange. So we have 1N square minus 41N plus 400 is equal to 0. Then we can factorize, right? Why? What is that we are trying to do over here? See, this is in quadratic equation. So we have to find the zeros of it, right? For that, we are going to use splitting the middle term. So for factorizing, we need to factorize 400. So we have 200s are 200s are 250s are 225s are so on and so forth, right? So let's look at it. We need to multiply it to be 400, and when added, we are getting a negative. odd number. So then the numbers have to be negative first thing, and one of them have to be even, the other one has to be odd. Right? See, the only way is all the twos have to be together. That's how you make even number and the other one odd number. So 25, okay, let's see if this will work out. And one more thing is the numbers have to be in terms of magnitude, it has to add up to 41. So it has to be less than 41. I'll show you what I mean. So all of this is 16 plus 25 is 41. Yes, we got it. That's it. So n square minus 25n minus 16n plus 400 is equal to 0. See, this is what I meant by having a lesser magnitude. 40 is greater than 25 and 16. Or we can tell 25 and 16 are lesser than 41. So they're less in magnitude. Don't think about the negative term. And don't take, okay, negative 41 is actually lesser than minus 21. I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about the number part. Right? This is the trick for factorizing. Then just take common and minus 25. And here minus 16 is common. And by default, you'll get n minus 25. Don't think too much. You will get that. So here in turn, n minus 25 is common. And you're left out with n minus 16 is equal to 0. So now we are looking at n being equal to 25 or n being equal to, and n being equal to 16. These are your roots, right? So all I did was equating n minus 25 to 0 and solve it, and we'll get this. So people who are not familiar with factorizing, please do watch quadratic equation and then do such chapters. So now we're looking at finding, these are your number of rows. They are telling either they're 25 or 16. So how is the two numbers are possible? Well, let's find out. Next, we'll calculate A of n. So by calculating A of n, that is the number of logs on the top, we'll get a clarity. First of all, A of n is A plus n minus 1 into d. That's the formula. So we have, first thing is A of 25, which is equal to 20 plus 24 into minus 1, which is minus 4. So we're telling the number of logs in the top is negative 4. This is not possible, right? So, well, we can't have 25 logs. 25 rows of logs. Next is 16. So 20 plus 15 into minus 1. So this is basically plus 5. This is possible. So final answer is there are 5 logs at top with 16 rows. Okay, that's good enough. The language is not a big deal. Okay, this is your answer. You can now pause and have a look.